Ooh, Jess, I don't think they're ready for this.
Oh, they're definitely not ready for this.
Welcome to Witches Wild. Hello, you beautiful beings and beautiful witches. Welcome into another episode of Witches Wild. Your boy's flying solo. It's a bonus episode, so you're about to get a taste. Last month, you got a little taste of the tarot that I do, a little monthly forecast. But now I'll bring you into the Auric Code, all right? And that's where I literally take all the craziness of astrology and the planets and the houses and this, that, and the other, along with me telling you essential oils to use, the tea to drinks, the crystals to use, and the icons to kind of look to, a curated playlist for you to listen to, all the things. I take all that and digest it down to teach you how to work with the changing of the seasons every single month, what the energy is as a collective, and how we work with that in our life and our business. And then also a tarot forecast that literally reads us for filth and lets us know kind of what's up. So I usually do that over in my world, but you know what? I was like, let's bring it to Witches Wild. Like, we're kind of pausing on my other podcast, and I'm really throwing my all into this. So I was like, I really wanted to bring this over here. And I usually charge for this, but I'm bringing it to you all, the new audience, free this year. So you get to access absolutely everything that the other people in my other world have been used to, like me, life coaching and business coaching for years. But now I'm bringing it to you all. And it's going to be a glorious thing. I also curate a 46-page PDF that you get for free. It's gorgeous. I pour my soul into this, and it is stunning. All right. And I will have, if you want to support my work, I will have, whenever you go download that, you just put in your email address and you get the thing for free. And there'll be a button there if you want to donate anything to kind of support your boy here. Feel free to donate, and it'll be on there as well. So I'm bringing you this, so this is a little intro to that, and then I'll have the video that I normally do tagged into this for the episode. But strap in, buttercups, because it's delicious. It's delicious. It's delicious. And I swear, if you tune into these, it'll help change your life. The people that are already have heard these are like, holy cow, how did you see into my life like that? Well, that's a gift that I have, and I wanted to share that with you. So without further ado, here's your bonus episode for the Auric Code Taurus season. Love you all. Hello, you gorgeous beings. How are you? Oh, welcome into the Auric Code. Taurus season. Oh, yes, we just survived the burning, blazing glory that was Aries season this year, especially last week when we literally had a stellium of 7 planets, I think it was, all in Aries. Uh, I will pray for the children or the parents who had given birth on like the 17th and 18th, or the 17th, yeah, and it was on a new moon in Aries too. Whoever gave birth to those children, holy hell, they're going to have some intense Aries energy. Like, fuck around and find out. I don't give a shit. Here's how it is. They're probably going to rule the world at some point. So that was the energy of last week. We survived, though. We doing it. Um, and now we're into Taurus season. All right. Again, the purpose of these is to take all the craziness of everything going on and really like kind of channel that and to like help you all, like teach you all how to work with it. And when I channel this, it's also for me. And especially today, I'm going to be very vulnerable with you because your boy here has been in his head a hot minute, especially coming out of Aries season when it's like, okay, the astrological new year, here we go, boom, 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 go, 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 and all this fire. And then I'm literally paralyzed with imposter syndrome. And like, who are you to do this? And like, no, you just need to go back to what you know and all this stuff. And all this desire and fire that I have, but then it literally gets put out with me just like doubting myself. Like, even with this, I'm sitting here like, and I'm like, no, like, just before, I'm going to be very vulnerable. I got on here and I was just like, you did these last year. You got through Aries, you got through Taurus, and you got through Gemini. And then it was like, nobody's showing up. Like, what is this? And then I'm like, and then like, what's the point of it? And then I stopped. And then I'm like, okay, like I've launched this new stuff and dove in headfirst, and I'm like, where's the water to swim in? Like, you don't want me to go to aesthetics, so like, where's it at? And I get in my head of like, what's the point of any of this? Like, why am I even doing this? And honey, just like I said with my cards, like when I read tarot, I read for myself for filth too. Honey, they called my ass out. So I'm going to be using that scenario with you on this because I guarantee you I'm not alone. And I think by me being vulnerable and sharing with you, it will kind of help you. And you're probably like, wow, I feel seen too. So that's what we're going to do. Are we ready? All right. So let's talk about Taurus season for a little bit. All right. So you will download the beautiful, that I know, right? The Aries, the deliciousness that was the Aries PDF. You're welcome. Yeah, it's incredible. So, um, the Taurus season one is just as good. So make sure you download it. All right. So the thing with Taurus season, so if we had all this fire in Aries, and it was just like, bam, go, 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 go. And then last week we had the stellium, like especially the sun and Chiron, and then we had Mars, and I think it was Saturn. Like Mars is like ruled by Aries, and it's like, hello, like go, 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 go. Then Saturn comes in and like, whoa, bitch. It's like pushing the brake and the gas pedal and the brake at the same time, but on hyper speed with everything in fire. So it's like this thing. It's almost like we got this big fire horse energy. Aries comes in blazing hot, and then we're like, yes, our drive. Oh my god, what are we going to do? Let's do. But we might have done the work to like slow down and reflect on everything. And then like later, it's funny because I'm reflecting now back on last week, and I'm like, that's interesting that like Saturn comes in and all the stellium to like slow the brakes on all that fire energy. Because Taurus, honey, is like slipping into cashmere, that cashmere robe, and just like slowing down and like deleting toxic people from your phone and sipping the tea slowly. And it is lighting that candle that's like smells like your peace and like leave me alone. And it's just like, Taurus does not rush, it's slow. And you're just like, wait a minute, we just literally come off this fast fire energy. Now we're doing this. And I think that is for a reason, because, like I said, fire can be good, but it also can burn things down if it's not controlled. And like a controlled burn of a field, great, can be great for nutrients. It can be great for, the seeds and the plants. But fire uncontrolled can burn down cities. And I feel that like in all that, we got so excited. We got so excited with all that energy that we're just like, we want to go, but then we're like, like, oh, now I'm in the season. I need to slow down and I need to actually see what's important to me. All right. So Taurus is like, we're done exhausting ourselves. We're done forcing, we don't break ourselves. We're not rushing and like, and all this stuff. It is literally like slowing down enough, realizing our self worth, and then like actually setting some boundaries and moving forward in that energy. Okay. So like if Aries was that spark, that fire that was more like less like kindling and all that stuff, and more like a poof explosion. But like if Aries was about the lighting the fire, then Taurus is that slow, steady, sacred burn um, that turns the flame into a ritual. So we've got all these things, but we need to take a look at the rituals of our life. Like we want to be this person who has this much in our bank account, or we want to be the person that runs this type of business, and we want to be this type of person, but we have to slow down enough to be like, what is our day to day? And what is our daily habits? How are we talking to ourselves? How are we showing up on a daily? What is our daily rituals? And is that in alignment with where we're trying to go? And unless you slow down, you don't know that. So I think all this fire is great, but like we got to just make sure we tend to it in the proper way. All right. It's not this performative hustle like, oh, yes, we're going to knock things out and we're going to do, and we're going to do this and do this. And like, look at me. No, this is like really like taking a time and slowing down and realizing like I would rather sip tea and take my time than like rush through than doing things I don't want to do anymore. Like working on things I don't want to work on. You know what I mean? So it's not the season for chaos like it felt like in April. And the cards, when we get there, it's literally do not lie. I'm like, yeah, like this is cray cray. So like we came from chaos almost and all that fire energy to like now it's a different kind of thing of like slowing down. It's a season for clarity and building what you truly want. But you can't build what you want unless you're in a storm. You got to like get really clear on where you're going. So that's kind of like, and Taurus is like my north node. My north node's in Taurus, and Taurus is all like where we're trying to go. South node, Scorpio, fast, boom, energy. And for me, that was the Talk Structure era. That was the fast. Yes, go, boom, fast, 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 fast. I would launch something, turn to go, bam. And like that was good and all, but like where I'm trying to go in this life is really my Taurus North Node, and this is everything that we're doing here, like the Auric Code. That's not talks and filler that people are like, oh yeah, superficially, let me get it. This is like the slow burn stuff. This is the stuff that like is legacy work that like I've got to like pause and realize not everybody's ready for this level of work, like they are for a quick fix for their face. Damn. That was delicious. So like you really have to um like I really have to like slow down and just like I want to go and burn, 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 and like why is this but like Taurus is slow. It's you it doesn't give a fuck about your demands. It's going to make you do the work and slow your ass down and appreciate the fine things and all this, all right? And but it sounds good and all, but also just like every sign has everything has a good sign, something we all have a shadow side, and like that's something too that you got to stop and do all that stuff. But you also got to make sure don't get too grounded because then you stay stuck. All right, don't be too indulgent in all the things, or then you get stuck in procrastination. Like, um, don't guard yourself too much or you might miss out on certain things. So it's like you've got to find that good balance um in this season of like, because the fire's still going to burn and it's there. We just have to slow down to be able to say, hey, let's see what gets the fire. Let's see how we want to spend this fire energy, and let's do it in a slow pace instead of that hustle culture bullshit of now, 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 now. It's got to happen now, 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 now. No, it doesn't. We are so inclined. We just recorded a podcast with Witch of Southern Light, Marshall, and it's like the thing is like everybody gets into spellcraft and witchcraft because it's like now, now, now. I need a spell now. I want this now. Like we're in such Amazon Prime, honey. This shit is not Amazon Prime. It doesn't. It's Amazon Prime. Like you said, takes 2 days still to get here. So, but we are so conditioned to want it now. Like we're now used to heaven forbid our internet slow down, and we're like, what? I have to wait 3 seconds for it to load. Why wasn't it not loaded? And like one, you know what I mean? And so this is the reality of like, and that mentality is why our nervous system is cracked out, why we can't relax, why we can't slow down, enjoy the things, why we always got to be focusing on that next mountain and can't stop and just enjoy where we're at. God damn it, I am preaching to myself right now. I'm right there with you all. Okay. So it's like you got to step out of hustle culture. You got to step out and just be like, look, all this fire's good and your wants and desires are great, but it's not going to matter. The destination is going to be miserable if you don't enjoy the journey on the way there. Okay? So that's Taurus stepping in and slowing you down. All right? Getting into your body and the senses and like really enjoying the good things. You know what I mean? Like really slowing down and just enjoying like I'm going to enjoy this cup of tea. Like I've got my matcha here. And like instead of chugging it down, I'm like, I taste the vanilla. I taste the earthiness. I enjoy all the different flavors and stuff. Let it slow your ass down because Taurus energy, if you let it, changes the game for you. All right. It's not all this flashy and fierce shit that you're used to with Aries. It doesn't chase anything. And if you just lay into it, you just start to become. And I feel that that is kind of the message with Taurus season. All right, it's not to make you soft or slow your ass all the way down. It's to make you solid, to lay a foundation that's great. You rush building a home on a shitty foundation, that home's gonna crack and maybe fall down. All right. God, it's literally what Jess and I just talked about. Jesus Christ. All right. So plant the seeds, water them with devotion, and trust the bloom. And don't yell at your seeds the next day after you plant them, you know, because that's not cute. Hold on, Jess is calling. Let's see. Hey, Lovey, I'm in the middle of recording. You're on live on camera. Hi, what's going on? Can I call you back after I do this? Okay, perfect. All right, bye. There was Jess. Okay, cool. When Jess calls, when certain people call, I pick up. All right. I love that journey. Um, so yes, that is Taurus season. All right. Some words for Taurus season. All right. Grounded, central luxury, embodiment, strong sense of self-worth. All right. Personal values, loyalty, patient, persistent, steady, earthy. All right. It's a great time to get fucking grounded. It's ruled by Venus. All right. And Venus, honey, does not chase. All right. Venus does not beg. All right. Venus, she walks into a room and she knows she owns it. She's like, okay. She sits down and she's like, hey, I'm here. Mine. What? You know what I mean? So, and like, that's who rules Taurus. And so it is like that. She's the queen of love and beauty and money and pleasure and magnetism. Okay. Governs what we value internally and externally. And we don't know what we value unless we sit down and slow down and really ask ourselves, huh, is my life in alignment? Am I doing things that I value and want for my life, or am I still just going through? You know what I mean? So, and it's how we experience sensuality, self worth, and desire too. So it's like, are we enjoying our life? Because what's the fucking point of all this stuff if we are not going to Harold place here? If we are not really enjoying the life that we're working our asses off to truly build? All right? What's the point of it all if we're not really willing to slow down and just enjoy it a little bit? Okay? So, and and again, it just goes, it's crazy whenever you see how they kind of align and like how they go hand in hand. All right. So the thing with in astrology, Venus represents our ability to attract. It's not through force, but through alignment. All right. It's like we know how to soften without shrinking, how to receive without guilt, and how to say no with a velvet voice and still backbone. All right. So if you've got a lot of Venus placements, all right, you know that you're magnetic, sensual, and self-possessed, all right? And there's nothing wrong with being self-possessed. We all need to be a little selfish with that, all right? And the thing is I feel like Venus is asking us to go through and create beauty in our life. Like to slow down enough where we do the things and we enjoy the fuck out of it. Jess does a really good job of that. She teaches that over in the Coven, in the online community and stuff. And it's really about just making sure, number one, are you creating a life that you are in love with? And number two, are you actually enjoying it? Because if you're not, then what's the fucking point? Okay. And if you're not, it's time to slow down, see why you're not enjoying your life and your daily rituals and get to it. Okay. Some do's: prioritize pleasure and embodiment, honey. Rest without guilt. Rest is the work. All right. Beautify your space and energy. Take place. Taurus is very grounded, like homey energy. Clean your space. Make it a sanctuary. Like make it some place that you can indulge or just unwind and be you. All right. Trust your no without over explaining. No is a complete sentence and it's sexy as fuck. All right. Make aligned investments in your time, energy, and your money. Check, see what's draining you from a time, energetic, and a financial standpoint, and cut off anything that is draining you or paining you. And move at your own sacred space. That is the thing. We're not in a race. The only person you're in a race with is you. All right. And sometimes, like, remember the tortoise wins the race? Like, it's not the fast rabbit. It's like, just do, 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 do. Here I go. Left foot, right foot, breathe, repeat. Left foot, right foot, breathe, repeat. All right. So move at your own pace. Somebody else's pace and success is none of your business. Let it um, motivate you, but like, don't let it define your journey. You know what I mean? So, what we're not doing this month is saying yes out of guilt or fear of disappointment of others. No, we're not confusing comfort with alignment. We are not staying in aesthetic only situationships. Fuck them. We're not performing our worth to earn love anymore. We're not overgiving to feel valuable. And we are not sacrificing rest for productivity porn. Are you addicted? All right. Rest is the work. Slow the fuck down. And instead of go, 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 the point of these is to teach you how to work with the seasons, because like a roller coaster just constantly going downhill just picks up speed, and that gets dangerous. What makes a roller coaster fun is the stops and goes and the speed ups and the slowdowns. And life is like that. You're going to have periods of slow, and you're going to have God damn it. Hello, you're going to have periods of slow. I know. and it's called like to recalibrate and get in alignment. You're going to have periods of fast, but the periods of fast is going to go so much smoother if you allow the periods of slow to like really evaluate and see what's going on. Sometimes you're going to have things where you have fast income, and sometimes you're going to have things where it's slow income. Like sometimes you're going to have like really good love and it's going to be really bad love, like, and you're going to have times in relationships where it's really good, then it's really bad. But just like everything with the wheel of fortune, it just always kind of comes and goes. So this too shall pass. Okay, the second house is what it's activating in. And like last time was all about you, like just who you are to your core and who you walk through the door as. Second house is identity, initiation, and self-mastery. Okay, it's the realm of worth, value, resources, and self-sufficiency. All right, this, I think this is very important. And my biggest thing, if I had a single message for Taurus season, is know your worth. And a lot of people, their worth is tied to what they do, what they produce, their job, their career, all of that stuff. And it's really, you don't know. And then even you're starting a job, you're starting all this stuff, you've stayed in a job and not asked for a raise because you're like, oh, they ain't gonna give it. Like, you got to know your worth. And because the only person that's going to get you what you want is you at the end of the day. And I feel like maybe some of us are in jobs right now that we need to step up, and we need to step up for ourselves and ask for a raise. And our nurses, like a pizza party ain't fucking cutting it. Like, oh, thank you for all your work. Here's pizza. Fuck you. Put money in my bank account. Um, so, and that's kind of what second house is. It governs the relationship with money, your material world, your self-esteem, and the tangible things that support your sense of stability and security. All right. If the first house is all about who you are, the second house is how you honor and sustain that identity. Like the first house is who you say you are. The second house is how you, like, your boundaries and how you maintain that identity in the real world. All right. It's where your confidence turns into consistency, and your dreams and all that stuff actually start to turn into dollars and all of that. So, so this part of your chart, it gets real about how you earn and spend and save and invest, not just financially, but energetically too. That's very important. And so look what's activating in your second house right now. Like, see where you're at, see what's going on, and see what's getting your attention, your time. All right, your emotional labor. All right, it reminds you that like you're always investing, whether that's consciously or not. We're always investing any of that at any point in time. And if you don't know what you're worth, the world will gladly decide for you. And a lot of the times, the world is going to get you at a discount. All right. So know your fucking worth and charge accordingly. So that's where it's perfect time to slow down and get in the love language of you. Like, learn to speak your language. What is your worth? What is your desires? And get so delulu about it that nothing can inhibit that. Okay. So like, step up to the plate, know your worth, and fucking own it. Own what you want. Own all of it. All right. So I've got your new moon and full moons in there. The new moon is May 16th, and it's got a journal prompt. And then we've got your May 1st full moon in Scorpio. Woo, sting, sting, honey. All right, so make sure you do the prompts. The archetype is the Hierophant. All right, that's kind of what we're going to embody this go around. It's kind of the spiritual guide, the divine mentor, the keeper of sacred wisdom. All right. But it's not your grandma's church energy, which is what I said. It's about embodied truth. And I feel like the whole thing about this card for this month is, what is your truth? How do you know your worth if you don't know what is your truth or not? We go through, and like I've said, if you've not listened into the Control-Alt-Delete episode, I talk about like how most of our stuff that we go through is we're on programming. And that isn't really ours. 0 to 7, we get imbued with programs that aren't ours. It's like getting a MacBook brand new with the pre-programs on it. Like, but a lot of our programs come from our parents, and a lot of their programs are viruses because they aren't really aware. And we've got to make sure that we go through and we know what program we're running on. It's our job to know that, like, like I grew up in a very C-color racist family, and I had to be like, something ain't right. Okay, a lot of you fucking idiots out here are literally still racist because your parents said that, because, oh, the church tells you to say, like, all that bullshit. You got to know that that shit is not good. It is your job to be a decent human being and see what viruses are running your life. All right. So your truth is like, and this is tied up in religion. A lot of religions fuck people up. And I know it did me. So you really have to like sit down and be like, what is my truth? What do I believe? What are the truths that I have believed? Why have I believed them? Does that ring true for me now? Yeah, no, it doesn't. And honor that. And then replace it with a new truth, because if you don't replace it, then the old one just creeps back in. So it's really time to sit down and know your truth, because how are you going to charge what you're worth and know your worth and set boundaries and know what you want whenever you don't even know what's true for yourself? So embody that. Pull that card out of your tarot deck if you read tarot and like look at it daily and embody that for this month. All right. Focusing on the heart chakra. Again, self love, pouring into you, like that second house. Yes, 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 yes. And a lot of us are like, we're going through a bunch right now with our chakra system because we're going through this, a really hard time right now. Like with a lot of shit going on in the world, the Epstein files, we got wars, we got a fucktard in the office, like that should be arrested, like all of this shit. And like, it's just hard. Like life is going crazy. And I feel like Taurus is a good reminder. I have to say, like all the heart chakra, you can read all about this, but the heart chakra, I feel like don't let what's going on in the world harden your heart. That's what I hear. It's like, don't let all the bullshit harden your heart, because the thing that we need the most right now is love. And that comes from self love. We got a lot of people out here that don't fucking love themselves. And that's where all this hate and violence and bullshit's coming from. But and when we feel helpless, and it feels helpless, like I can't storm the Capitol myself and burn it down. If I could, I fucking would. And Gucci just scared the shit on me by hopping up on the thing. But like I can't do that by myself. I can't riot out in the street, like I can join things, but like the thing that I can do is I can focus on me. And I can be like, let's love myself and pour in good energy. And that's going to create a frequency ripple out and the people around you. And then they start to kind of feel that and do the same thing and do the same thing. And it ripples and ripples and ripples. And that's how we change the world. We got people that'll never fucking focus on themselves. But when the world seems crazy, we can focus on us. We do have that. We do have the ability to turn to that and not feed into that fear. We have the ability to stand up and really do what's right for us. So focus on that heart chakra. Don't let it harden your heart. That's what I'm hearing. The crystal, I love. We're going to be working with emerald. Big old chunk of it right now, honey. Big. I love laying with this on my heart. This is a very beautiful, it's the crystal of Taurus. So it speaks the same love language. It's grounded, it's central, emotionally rich, and powerfully magnetic. And it's a wonderful heart opener. So make sure that it's a good crystal to work with. If you don't have it, go pick up a piece of it. It's wonderful if you love working with that. Wearing the color green, another great way to help work with the heart chakra energy. All right. Rooibos tea is a very good. It's very grounded. Taurus is very earth grounded. So it's rooibos tea is delicious. I've got a link on there. Bourbon on Broadway from Nashville Tea Co. is one of my favorites. And there's still a code down there that you get 10% off. But it's great because it's caffeine free, because we don't need more stimulation after the fire. It's very grounding. It's very soothing to the nervous system. So just any type of rooibos tea, it's from like a red bush. So it's not like a true tea, but it is absolutely incredible. And slow down when you're drinking it. Slow down when you're making it. All right. So enjoy that. Some essential oils. One that I think right now for the heart chakra is rose. Rose, a lot of people can't work with it because it's a high vibrational essential oil out there, but it's one that will raise your frequency. It used to make me sick. And I was just like, oh, I just don't like that. It's the smell. No, it's my frequency was shit. So working with a rose daily can help raise that vibration. It can help open the heart chakra. And another one, there's two very grounding oils. All right. We've got vetiver and we have sandalwood. Very grounding oils. So what if you're feeling like yes, I want to raise my frequency, rose is great for that. Very good for the heart chakra. But then if you need to feel grounded and all the craziness, vetiver, little goes a long way. It's very potent, very sticky. And then sandalwood. Sandalwood is delicious and it's just very grounding and it's very comforting scent. So there's some essential oils to look through. We got our icons, Miss Janet Jackson, which we love and adore. So kind of look at her, maybe listen to some of her music. Yes, 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 ma'am. All right. I got your Taurus season playlist. And let's see. All right. And we're back. We had a little tech glitch. God only knows what that is. So let's dive into the tarot. All right. So right before I always channel this, pull the cards, and I was like, damn, you're reading me for filth. But here we are. All right. And I just need to make sure the other recording saved. There it is. Praise be. It started getting glitchy, and I was like, oh no. All right. At the very center, again, very center row is like kind of us as a collective. All right. When I'm reading for you, I'm also reading for me. I'm literally talking to myself right now in this little camera. Okay. And then the top row is like kind of what we know consciously, but also things that like have that's kind of been pressing into like down on us, weighing down on us because we're in our mind. And then the bottom row is things that like we need to get into our body, like we're in control. Like when we get into our body, boom, it also represents the subconscious. Okay. Things we might not know kind of is going on, but it's supporting us in a good way. Okay. So here we go. The very center of the card, Page of Cups. All right. I feel like this season we really want to. I mean, it's like, oh, look, a fish in my cup out of the blue. I feel like it's like time where we need to kind of go through life again like a child, like, oh, look at all these fun things. We just come out of that fire energy and we get going so fast. And if you've ever driven in a fast car and it's so blurry going by and you miss everything. And I feel like this is asking us to kind of be open to kind of new things. I feel like we might realize, or some of us might be coming from the fact that we are kind of pretty stagnant in our life, and we're kind of like, is this all it is? Like, what the fuck is the point of this? I feel like some of us know we need to move into new careers, and we're not. And I feel like we're so Eeyore that we don't realize some of the cool surprises that life has in store for us. So I want you to this month kind of start looking for, the things that's like, and like the neat little surprises that you might be overlooking because we're up here too much. And the reason, like, and where we've come from, Ten of Swords, all right, honey, last month kicked our ass. This feels like Aries season, all right? The swords are done. We're like, fuck, you got anything else? Can you please use lube? So I feel like that's where we're coming from. And that's why the next card that surrounds it is the Four of Swords. Is all that fire energy last month was fucking exhausting. And all this stuff, I'm just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then, hello, Taurus season. Rest. Rest is the work. Slow the fuck down, okay? That's how you see these new opportunities right in front of your face. You don't see any new opportunities over here because, bitch, you dead. All right? Rock bottom, boom. But here's the thing. From here, everything is up. This is rock bottom, all right? All the shit that you might, if you watch the other one and you're doing the reflecting, you're doing the shadow work, you're being like, fuck. I'm just like, oh, like, it's like, I can't even get lower. I'm so done with this stuff. Well, that's good because it's only up from here. All right. It doesn't get worse than that. All right. You can't, like, there's no more swords coming. And that's good that we've been through that because now we can start to take a look at life a little bit and more of a childlike and expect new opportunities. Maybe and that's also your creation, like the creative flow. Like the fire's been tamed. We need to slow down now and we need to channel that fire into being creative, whether that's doing arts and crafts and hobbies just for hobby's sake. Like yesterday, I went and rollerbladed in the parking lot just because it was fucking fun. Not everything has to be a point, not everything has to make money. All right. And even though that fire field is telling you to go, right now we're in a different season. All right. That was Aries season. Now we're in Taurus season. We still got fire horse energy and all that going on. It doesn't mean it doesn't go anywhere. It just means it needs to be contained. It's a little fire right now. It's like, okay. It's almost like last month it was like we started a fire and then we decided to pour fucking gasoline on it or like lighter fluid to make it. And it was this false sense of like, gotta go, fire, fire, fire. Now in Taurus, we're literally like after that burns off, it goes back down because it's not ready yet. Do you hear that, Auric? It's not ready yet. Okay? Like, so we pour gasoline. That's what Aries come in and done, and the stellium and all this stuff. But like, it's really still a tiny little fire. All right. And we need to treat it as such. And it's still a period of rest. When you rest and slow down, things start to become very clear and you can see the unexpected little gifts and surprises that are coming through. I feel like that is what we need to do this month. Then, up above, things that's been weighing on us, the Three of Wands comes in. All right. It's like all that Two of Wands we've been planning and planning the Aries season. We're like, yes, let's plant the seeds. Yes, here we go. And then the three comes in and it's like, whoa, there might be, all the things it set out in motion. But now it feels like a lot of some of the anxiety maybe coming from the next chapter is like the unexpected. But this person can literally see out and see the obstacles that are coming. You can take a look out and see, oh, and then you can plan. You can go take my go-getter course that's literally like hardly any, I think it's like $33, and it teaches you how to slay your goals the rest of your life, and you'll thank me for it. It's like looking out and planning for obstacles so that way you have a plan when you run into them. It's also like realizing like, oh shit, I put that out there and like I got to step out of my comfort zone a little bit. And that's kind of been weighing on us, like this new path and this new way of being. Because if you stick at the old ways, then what do you want to do moving forward? But like it's difficult to want to move forward because he's like, fuck, look at the land I have to trek over. Look at the bad habits I'm going to have to get rid of. Look at the sacrifices I'm going to have to make on this new chapter, and that keeps you trapped in your fucking comfort zone. Yeah, and it can be very overwhelming. All right, which is why you have to emotionally slow down a little bit and realize that like and pour into your cup. This is kind of an overflow from pun intended from the last reading, Ace of Cups, like the one energy. You have to continue to pour into yourself and don't get overwhelmed as you plan. Like we pour all into what we try to want to do for our worth, and really it's like don't get caught up in that. Remember this new emotional way of life that we're doing. We're pouring into our cup. And then beside of it on this new journey, and as far as like realizing like some things that you may need to do and planning, you've got the Three of Pentacles reversed. I typically don't read reversals. I was like, but if any come out of the deck, which is crazy, I put all these upright and these two now come out like reversed. That's weird. I went through this deck and straightened everything out. But reversed, this is like upright. You see this kind of the stone worker. And he realizes he cannot build all this himself. He's got to take the advice of these other people, and he realizes he can do it with a community, with help, that whenever you work together it's all good. This, however, may make you feel that you're all alone in this. Nobody understands, nobody gets it. People think I'm weird or whatever this is. And help is available to you. You just have to reach out for it, because some of the obstacles might be that you need some assistance. But also it could be that like if your people aren't getting it and supporting you, if your partner thinks you're stupid for wanting to start that job or this, that, and the other, fuck them. You need people. Maybe you want to go at it alone, and sometimes you got to do that. Sit down and reflect and see how that is. But some of you might be feeling that you need to do this alone because your coworkers or your business partner or whatever it is just can't fucking deal with it. Or you might realize like, shit, I need some help with this. And it's okay for you to ask help. All right. So think of those things this month, because at the bottom of all this is the Sun card, the best card in the deck. Yes, bitch, this baby is riding the swords. Like, yes, I don't have a bill in the world. Clearly you don't know adulting, child. Like, but this is beautiful. This is what's us. This is what's ours. And that's what this new energy is about, just being the joy. And it's really, I see this of, there's joy in the now. We get so caught up in where we're trying to go or where we've come from, and then the word of how the fuck that I get to go like in the next 3 chapters from now, that we stop, we forget like we can find joy right now. And that's the thing, that's literally the message of Taurus, is like slow down and just enjoy the gifts that are now. Like be happy now. You don't have to wait for that bank account to be full. You don't have to wait for that new job. You don't have to any of this. Be happy now. Because this card is kind of the slowdown to say, bitch, practice gratitude. In this slowness, let's be thankful for what we do have. Let's be thankful for the money that's in our bank account. Let's be, if we do have a shitty job, let's be thankful that we have something right now that provides for us in this time. If we have a car but we need a new one, does it get you from A to B? Okay, then, like, just because you want a new sports car, like, blah, 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 and stuff, like, doesn't mean that you cannot be thankful that you've got a car. And I feel that that's where it's to stop, and like the gratitude, when you practice gratitude, it gets rid of fear. Like fear and gratitude cannot exist at the same time. You want to say, if you're anxious and you're fearful, instantly step into a state of gratitude. It'll change your life. Like literally will change your life and will almost like bring you out of that instantly. And I feel also that with some of this, you have the judgment card kind of reversed. And let me pull up my notes on this because I made some notes. There's my little note. All right. I feel like when it's reversed, it's the judgment card is like your wake up call. It is like, hello, bitch, you've got a calling to do. But then when it's reversed, it's kind of this period of reflection and self evaluation. That's literally Taurus energy right there. So it's asking you to get quiet, to meditate. God bless it. There it is again. Like they're like, why are you not meditating? Why are you not calming down and meditating? And getting through in when you cut out the noise, all that fire energy of Aries, the Taurus is like, bitch, no, put on noise canceling earphones and let's tune out the noise and let's get quiet with ourselves. All right. And it allows you to kind of see the themes and everything going through your life and maybe some of the things that you need to change. And that how you might like be secretly like avoiding that or anything, and it's really what's keeping your life from being this, okay, and keeping you in this is scarcity mindset. We've probably been coming from a scarcity mindset. We've been like, oh, I don't have enough, oh, there's never enough. And okay, I get it, in the world today it seems terrifying, but like be thankful for what you have and slow down and maybe see and reflect on why your life is where it's at right now. Because without reflection, nothing changes. And you'll keep getting the same result over here. So you got to slow down and be like, why do I have this scarcity mindset? Is that mine, or is it of my parents, or is it ingrained, or am I around people that I shouldn't be around that have a scarcity complex? Because you are exactly who you surround yourself with. Like, is the seed in proper soil? All right. So it's basically to slow down so you can clear out all the shit that you need to clear out, and but enjoy it, you know what I mean? Like, because a wake-up call, it's like the universe is trying to slow your ass down. Slowness, slow and steady wins the race. That is Taurus energy, to slow you down, to send you to be like, hey, there's something bigger out there, but you're not listening because you're going so fast still with all that fire energy from last month, and it's like, I gotta do, oh my god, life is going around, that hustle culture. Slow down so you can actually hear the wake up call to what's going on. Okay. And the other thing is that with judgment, who's our biggest judge? Ourselves. We judge ourselves so harshly. And maybe with it being reversed, it's the inner critic is so loud and making you feel really bad about yourself, and maybe making you doubt yourself, maybe telling yourself you're not good enough for that. Maybe, oh, nobody's gonna watch these anyways. Nobody's gonna, like, who are you to do these? Like nobody cares. Like, you don't launched it last time in the world full of aesthetics people and nobody showed up. Well, instead of being like, you launch what you love to do and I'm doing these because I love it, and fuck them if they don't get it, because the frequency will come out and eventually like there'll be a packed house watching these. So it's like the inner critic of being like, why are you doing this? Like, this is pointless. Don't even waste your time tonight. Like, went through all of that for hopping on camera. Like, my cards read me for filth. So it's like, maybe we need to shut that inner critic up a little bit. All right. But we need to befriend it. Okay. We're realizing like it's a part of you that's trying to protect yourself, maybe from being seen or whatever that is, but just be like, name that person. Just like, hey, bitch, I see you. All right, I see what you're trying to do. But like, this negative self-talk isn't making me feel very good. And we don't need to do that to ourselves. We wouldn't do that to a friend. So why am I doing that to the most important person? So I acknowledge you. Let's talk about what this fear really is. All right. Like, and get to the root of it. So then we can actually process it and like quiet that voice a little bit. So that's what feels like's going on, like for this month. And then the the shadow card. It's really tied into this card. The shadow card is kind of like be leery. Is like approach. There's like a child, like inner child to this, and like this is also connected to inner child. So the big message is go through life like a little child. Do you think a child is sitting there judging them for making a mud pie or making like mud soup or coloring or drawing a ridiculous drawing that looks hideous but goes in the fridge anyways? No, it just does. Somewhere along the way, children listen to adults judging them or telling them no or that's stupid or no, 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 no. And then that inner critic comes online. So get emotional. So somewhere along the way, our shine gets dulled by other people, and that inner childlike wonder gets taken away and starts to question things and takes away your joy and takes away your the kindness and things that make you beautiful and your desires and that creative energy really, and keeps you in that fast cycle of go, 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 where really sometimes we just need to stop judging ourselves and be like a kid again and just be a kid. You know, a kid isn't like racism isn't born, it's raised. Like body dysmorphic disorder is ingrained from outside influences. Self-doubt is ingrained from people imbuing doubt on yourself. So maybe it's time that we say, fuck going through life like an adult and get back to a childlike state. Because a child would be like, oh, look, a blue fish in a cup. And they wouldn't judge themselves. They just are. And I feel like that's the message for this Taurus season. Be a kid again. Go through life without judging yourself. Slow down. Enjoy it. Smell the roses. Huh, that's funny. Rose essential oil. And just start to enjoy life. Yeah. Let's see what the bones have to say. Let's pick out a bones. Ancestors, what message, what bone do you want me to pull from my bag of bones here? There's a lot of them. Tell me now. Ooh. Very Taurus energy. It's a deer antler slice. And this is focused on home and hearth. And that's a few things. Our physical home, didn't I tell you earlier? Go into your home, like make it a sanctuary. Make it like a kid again whenever you like your bedroom, and make it fun, make it you. Like this white wall bullshit, like minimalistic, ugh. Have fun with it. Your home is where it are. Maybe make an altar around your fireplace, put it right in front of your face, and like just like have fun with it. Tend to your home, but also tend to your home. Slow down and like tend to your home and your heart and love on yourself. Yeah, that was a good message. Yeah. All right, my beautiful people. There is the Auric Code for Taurus season. Life advice with a little spice, downloaded and sending you the code to try to have an incredible life and work with this crazy energy and go through life with a little guidance. All right, I love you all. If you're watching this inside the coven, yes. If you're watching this on my YouTube, while it's available on some YouTubes, if you want deeper work, come inside the House of Witches Wild. And you don't have to be a witch, but it's mostly witches. All right? Come in and let me guide you. Let me love on you. Let me show you a different way to go through life. There's that. If you've seen this message, you love it, share it with someone. Put it out there. All right? If you're listening on the Witches Wild podcast, like this is the work that we do inside of the Come let us love on you. All right? And remember, there's nothing wrong with you. You are beautiful just as you are. You are a masterpiece just as you are, living in a very fucked up society. It's that needs to be fixed, not you. All right? Stop criticizing yourself. Let's hush that little judge inside of you up, and let's slow down and let's enjoy the next season. That's Taurus season. All right? Love you all.